Years passed as though peace was restored, but the forest never forgave blood. It remembered. Long after the battle scars faded from bark and stone, the ground still whispered Kalen's name. Eileen felt it beneath her feet every time she walked the Nightlaw territory, a low, restless hum that crawled under her skin. Love did not save the forest. It only postponed the reckoning. Kale stood at the edge of the clearing, staring into the dark as if expecting it to stare back. He no longer slept. When he closed his eyes, he saw futures that ended in fire. Eileen's powers grew. Not gently, not kindly. The moon answered her now whether she called or not. Animals fled her presence. Wolves lowered their heads when she passed, not in respect, but fear. "You're changing," Kale said one night, voice barely above a whisper. She didn't deny it. "I feel like something is wearing me from the inside," Eileen confessed. "Like the moon is hollowing me out." Kale took her hands, rough and scarred. "Then I'll anchor you. I'll hold you here." But the truth nodded him. An alpha cannot anchor a true Luna. He can only delay her ascent, or her fall. Not long after these changes, they went to meet the Elder. The Elder finally spoke the truth. "There has never been a Luna without bloodshed," she said. "Never one who lived happily." Eileen's breath stilled. "But you said I was balance." The Elder's eyes were heavy with regret. "Balance is not peace. Balance is sacrifice." She revealed the truth hidden for centuries. Every Luna eventually faced a choice. Bind the Alpha fully or consume him. Eileen staggered back. "No," she whispered. "Kale is not a sacrifice." The Elder closed her eyes. Every Alpha who loves a Luna believes that. Later on, Kale began to break. He felt it in his strength. Then his temper. Then his control. The bond pulled at him constantly now, demanding, draining. His wolf grew restless, violent. Wolves avoided his gaze. He snapped at his beta. He even nearly killed a pack member during patrol. An alpha bound to a rising Luna becomes unstable. Too strong to be challenged. Too weak to resist. One night, Kale woke with blood on his hands. Human blood. He didn't remember how it got there. Eileen stared at him in horror, not fear of him, but fear for him. They thought Kalen was dead. They were wrong. He returned under a shattered moon, no longer fully wolf, no longer fully alive. His eyes were black voids rimmed with red. "You awakened her," Kalen rasped. "And now she will end you." Eileen felt it immediately. Kalen was bound to something older than the moon. Something that fed on Luna blood. "You can't win," Kale growled. Kalen smiled, lips split and bleeding. "I don't need to. She will choose." Eileen began pulling away, not because she loved Kale less, but because she loved him too much. She saw it now, the way her power fed on his strength, the way his life shortened every time she called the moon. "You're dying," she said one night. Kale cupped her face fiercely. "I would die 1,000 times for you." "That's not romantic," she whispered. "That's a curse." The bond tightened. Pain laced through them both. Love became something sharp. But then, there was only one choice, one ritual left. Forbidden. Unspoken. The severance rite. It would save Kale. But it would destroy Eileen's humanity forever. She would become something eternal. Untouchable. Alone. Kale fell to his knees when he learned the truth. "I won't let you do this." "You don't get to decide," Eileen said softly. "You taught me that." They stood beneath a blackened moon. Hands trembling. Foreheads touching. Tears falling into blood-soaked earth. "I love you," Kale whispered. "And that's why this hurts," she replied. The moon takes its due. The ritual tore the night apart. Eileen screamed as silver fire consumed her body. Bones shattered. Light exploded outward, killing Kalen and his corrupted pack in an instant. Kale screamed her name. But when the light faded, she was gone. In her place stood something pale and luminous. Eyes silver. Voice echoing. Not Luna. Not human. Something older. She touched Kale's face one last time. "You will live," she said. "And you will forget me." "No," he sobbed. "Please." She kissed his forehead. And the bond shattered. Eileen becomes an immortal guardian spirit of the forest. A moon entity. The lone alpha. Years passed. Kale ruled alone. He never took another mate. Sometimes, under certain moons, he felt a presence watching from the tree lean. Protecting, mourning, loving from afar. Some love stories end in happily ever after. Others become legends. And legends are born from pain. The alpha who survived love. Kale ruled, but not because he wanted to. He ruled because there was nothing else left to do. After Eileen disappeared into legend, the Nightclaw Pack expected their alpha to heal. He did not. The throne room echoed with silence. The forest no longer answered his call. The moon no longer felt like comfort. Kale barely slept. When he closed his eyes, he felt her absence like a wound that never closed. The pack followed Kale out of fear, not loyalty. He became ruthless. Challenges were ended in blood. Mercy vanished. Weakness was erased. Not because Kale enjoyed cruelty, but because pain was the only thing that made him feel alive. Every full moon, he stood alone at the forest edge, staring into the darkness. Waiting. She never came. The elders whispered again. Something was wrong. An alpha whose mate bond had been severed unnaturally was never meant to live long. The bond had not vanished. It had rotted. Kale's heart began failing during shifts. Bones broke and healed wrong. His wolf howled inside him, trapped and furious. He was dying, slowly, and he welcomed it. On certain nights, Kale sensed her. A presence. Cold moonlight brushing his scars. Footsteps that made no sound. A voice that never spoke. The pack claimed the forest was haunted. Kale knew better. Eileen was watching. Not to save him. To make sure he endured. War grew, even more fierce. Rival packs attacked again. They smelled weakness. An alpha without a mate. A pack ruled by grief. Kale did not retreat. He walked alone into enemy territory. No backup. No strategy. Only death. His claws tore through bodies until his strength failed. He was stabbed with silver. Poisoned. Left bleeding beneath a dying moon. The bond screamed inside his chest. Kale collapsed mid-transformation. Half man, half wolf. Neither strong enough to survive. And then, again, he felt her. The forest stilled. Moonlight bent unnaturally. Eileen stepped from the shadows. Not human, not wolf. Something eternal. She knelt beside him. "You should have hated me," Kale whispered, blood filling his mouth. "I tried," she said. Her hand hovered over his chest. She could save him. For a price. Immortality. Isolation. Eternal damnation. Kale shook his head weakly. "Let me rest." Eileen kissed his forehead. The bond dissolved completely. Kale's heart slowed. His wolf went silent. The forest did not howl. No alpha rose. No successor claimed the throne. Kale died not as a king, but as a man who loved too deeply. Eileen screamed for the last time in the shadows of invisibility after he was gone. And the moon dimmed. They say Nightclaw's territory is cursed now. No alpha can rule it. No pack survives long within it. And sometimes, a silver-eyed spirit walks beside a fallen alpha's grave. Still loving, still grieving, still alone. Spirits don't die, but alphas do. Love did not save him, but it made him eternal, a legend, one whose story was never held untold. He wasn't just an alpha king who ruled. He was a myth in the forest, a warning to other alphas, a name spoken in whispers, and one whose sacrifice and love changed the world. And Eileen, now eternal, remembers him forever. The end. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more intriguing contents.